Hello everyone. I'd like to share my latest journal. My inspiration was from Amélie Bloom and her Bohemian journals. Mine is not her style at all. It was just an inspiration. And also when I received a sari bundle from Boho Daydreams on YouTube, it was just beautiful. So I had to do a Bohemian style journal. And I did a research on Canadian history, gypsies in Canada, and the history starts in the 1800s. And I wanted to find the name of one gypsy that I could attach to this journal, and I found Rosie, who lived in Peterborough, Ontario in the early 1900s. And that's all I have. The rest is all it's all fiction. So to start, the cover is upholstery fabric sewn on medium weight cardstock. It measures 5 3/4 by 8 3/4 at 1 3/4 inch spine. The closure is sari ribbon, and there's 3 hand stitch signatures for a total of 120 pages. My main pages are called Gypsy Paper by Black Crow Digitals, and a lot of the ephemera. All of the ephemera is, I have some from Garden Carnival, Ephemera's Garden. I have a postcard from Old Design Shop. I have Gypsy, Keepsakes, and Aged Papers by Screech Owl Studio. I have Wildflower Cards by Tailor Made Journal. And I have a Passport by Jibineri. These will all be listed in my listing in Etsy, what I've used for this journal. And I'll try to show you the edge of all the beads, all the bead dangles that are here, and this trim, and inside. Sorry. So inside is a library card and pocket. And what I did is I typed Rosie the Gypsy, Peterborough, Ontario, early 1900s, just so as a keepsake. And here I've included a little vintage looking mirror. And here I like to think that it's Rosie's baby picture. And also from a tea bag, I did Rosie's little coin purse. I sewed a rosette to the front. I changed up the twine because this one has a gold, like a gold line in it with some little bells. And inside, just put that aside for a second. For coins, I've included a this is a Canadian penny or 1 cent, which is no longer in circulation in Canada. I also have the 12-sided nickel or 5 cent from Canada, which is no longer in circulation. Now the one that we have now is round. Here is an American 1 cent or penny. Here is a 10 cents from Barbados. And here is a new penny from England. And I've also included, this is a copy, just on the one side of a $2 bill, Canadian $2 bill. I just like the robins. I only copied one side. I don't want to look as a forgery. And also the folds. I folded it the way I found this $2 bill. I don't remember where I found it, but the folds match the ones that were there when I found it. And I just folded it one more time to fit that little change purse. This here is a sari ribbon that I had my stash with some little beads up here, and a garment pin from my Etsy shop, some journaling cards, and here is a tag, and here is this is a piece of sari, and this was attached to it. This tassel, I'm sorry, this tassel was attached to it. I sewed it to a cardstock to make it sturdier, and it was part of that sari bundle. A layaway tag from my Etsy shop, a journaling card, stuck journaling card. Here is a fictional picture of Rosie. Here is a side tuck, Battenberg lace. This is part of that Gypsy paper digital kit. It's a poem. Here's one of Rosie's friend doing some palm reading. A bag from all the paper has been coffee stained. And this is aged papers from Screech Owl Studio. I have quite a few of those pieces. Just a little bit of collage on the front of the bag. Here's a belly band. I have a couple of those, but I didn't include anything because it was really, as you can see, the book was really getting thick. Lined paper. And here is a glassine envelope with a card that says fortune teller. And I sewed these sequences on the front. And here are what I like to think is what's left of Rosie's cards. She was a card reader. And this I found on the internet. And it's called the Gypsy Spread. It explains how to lay out the cards to do card reading and the meanings of every card. So should someone purchase this journal, as it'll be listed in my Etsy shop, you'll be able to look up these cards as I chose them to, as because of the meaning on this sheet of paper. There we go. Some tickets on this large index card. The middle of the signature, I included the charm of a flower. The other side of the large index card, oops, sorry, it's a postcard with a charm dangle. Here is another charm dangle, and this is that envelope that I like with the long flap. I just did some collage here with some pom-pom trims. I like to think that he's Rosie's husband. And some journaling paper. This is from the aged papers, and this is from the Gypsy paper collection. I printed on both sides. Here's the other side of that pocket. Here is a business card to order playing cards. Here are some railway passes for all their travels, because I think Gypsy's traveled a lot. And here's one of Rosie's friends, picture of Rosie's friend. Same as here, people she met through the circus in their travels. The second signature, these are the wildflower cards from Tailor Made Journal. She loved flowers with the big lace trim here. And here is that that trim with all these coins. Oops, the trim with all the coins. It reminds me of this trim on her headscarf. Another glassine envelope. Here are tickets of shows she went through the years. Master of the Human Mind, Alexander, the Man Who Knows, Houdini, Alteration Tag. Here again is a larger picture of this lady with the scarf and those that trim that I like. I like to think this is Rosie's grandmother doing some card reading. Again, I chose those cards in function of the meanings. Inside here is from the aged paper collection, just advertising. Another belly band. Here are some steamboat passes, and it went here. This is my second run trying to do this video. Another bead dangled here. Love that paper. Some more tickets and a pass. The middle of the second signature. This one has a charm of a heart. A tag with the caravan. Here is part of the sari bundle. I made a flip up. And this trim here, this gorgeous trim I found at my local fabric store. On the other side of that pocket, here's a couple of pictures of caravans. And again, doing some card reading. Here's just a collage of little items. Another charm. Can't see too much. And here is a CD envelope with a little collage of items. And inside is some journaling paper. This is from the H paper collection, and I scrunched it all up to make it look like an old letter. The third signature, another piece of sari from the sari bundle that I backed with cardstock again to make it sturdier, and I included this metal trim. Some more wildflower cards from the tailor-made journal. And here is another glassine envelope, a repair tag from my Etsy shop. Here is a rosette. And I put down some little those little thingies. A piece of sari fabric. Again, pictures of friends she's met through the years at circuses that she's been to. Another pretty picture here. Again, some just a collage. Here is a map that I grunched up. And here is Peterborough, where Rosie lived in the early 1900s. And this map is dated 1899. Another bead dangle here. It's really pretty with the flowers inside. And here's an envelope. I just put this journaling card, I taped it on, and there's nothing inside this envelope. No. And this envelope here, another bead dangle that I made. And this is a standard envelope with that bottom window that I cut up to make a flap. And inside is journaling paper, which is one side is from the H paper collection, and this is from the Gypsy paper collection. Here's a corner tuck with a couple of journaling cards and a tag of Rosie. Another large index card with some more tickets to different shows. The middle of the third signature, and here I have just a little charm, a round charm that's textured. The other side of that large index card, another pretty picture. And here is another piece of sari fabric that I hand sewed to a piece of cardstock to make it sturdier. Inside here I have a postcard dated, it's a copy of a 1923. It's a digital. I'm sorry, it's from the old design shop. And this passport, I like to think that it's Rosie's grandmother's passport, because the name inside is Anna. And this comes from jibidneri.com. She doesn't have an Etsy shop. I don't think so. But this comes from jibidneri.com, and it's just adorable. The way you print it, it makes it look like a real vintage passport. I just love it. Isn't that interesting? And they're all, the pages are numbered. And here I've included some city transport. They're real bus passes from United Kingdom. And it says Chester City Transport. Isn't that adorable? And that goes here. The other side of that pocket. Inside is these are coupons for patterns for sewing. Another aged paper from that collection. And the last page. I love this picture, this wedding picture. And here of the caravan. And in the back, I have a little pocket. And there's the back. So this will be listed in my Etsy shop. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.